So I labored for 29 hours. 29 hours of excruciating and paralyzing pain because I wanted to be a real woman. I wanted to be a real mother. I wanted to experience real labor. I wanted to experience normal delivery. Saying that out loud is it makes me want to disappear into my own skin because it is so stupid. It is so embarrassing. I was brainwashed into believing that women who give birth vaginally, women who push babies out of their hoo-has are the real mothers. The rest of us who gave birth through CS are not real mothers. That is what I was made to believe. That is what I was meant to believe. As sad as that may be, I'm a dick. Played a very big role into brainwashing me into thinking that if I agree to go through CS, if I allow them to cut my stomach open, that automatically disqualifies me from being a real woman. Guys, do you see how stupid that whole concept of normal delivery versus CS is? It is so stupid. Like once I say it out loud, it is so ridiculous. But funny thing, I believed it at some point. So I was so determined, regardless of the dangers, regardless of anything else, I was so determined to push out a 4.4 kg baby. I had a big baby. My baby was 4.4 kgs at birth. He was quite a big baby. I was determined to push that head out of my vagina, no matter how dangerous it was, no matter, because I wanted to be a real woman. I wanted to be a real mother. I wanted to be a good mother. Looking back now, it is 2 years, 6 months, 2 years, 6 months since the ordeal, and I am still traumatized by the experience. 2 years, 6 months down the line, no one can convince me to go through that again. I am still traumatized. I have not gotten the whole thing out of my system yet. I need more time. I need more time to get over what I went through because that day, it was the roughest day of my life. I actually feel like I went to hell that day. I made it back, yes, but that day, words alone cannot describe what I saw in that delivery room that day. But then someone somewhere is going to open their mouth and say, just because I had a child through CS, I do not qualify to be a real mother. Someone is going to open their mouth, their ignorant mouth, that I took the easy way out. I was so disappointed when I saw a video doing rounds on the internet of one man giving out at the different spelling out. I'm so angry. Like, this man was spelling out the difference between children born through CS and children born through normal. They call it normal delivery. There is no term I hate more. What do you mean normal delivery? So he was spelling out the difference between children born through CS and children born through normal delivery. Again, this man claims to be a doctor, but apparently he's not even a licensed medic, which proves my point. Anyway, this guy went ahead to say that children born through CS usually fall ill more than children who are born through normal delivery. Normal delivery in quotes. In my case, I gave birth through CS. My son is currently 2 years, 6 months, and he has only fallen sick once since we left the hospital. So, as in, this guy took to the internet to tell people that kids who are born through CS are more likely to get sick as compared to those born through quote unquote normal delivery. CS saved my life. And if you're a woman who has been told this whole nonsense of giving birth through CS disqualifies you as a woman, you have to push that baby out of your hoo-ha. If you're a woman who has been told that and you believe that and you're so determined to go through that, regardless of the dangers, regardless of the medical risks involved, regardless of anything else, please allow yourself to go through CS if it is an option. If it is an option, allow yourself to take it. People glorify pain too much because I went through unnecessary pain for hours upon hours upon hours just to prove a point. I know it was stupid, at least I've learned, but that is one of the lies that women are told. Imagine there is nothing abnormal about CS. Personally, I say it again, CS saved my life. So you cannot sit somewhere and tell me, Ati, because you had a child through CS, it disqualifies you as a. That is arrant nonsense that I do not want to hear. And let me get you mad even more. Let me get you angry. Let me get you upset. I personally have no intention whatsoever to ever go through labor again. Give me CS any day, anytime. I have no intention to put myself through pain that I can avoid. So if you're so angry, hit your head on a wall. I don't care. Honestly, I just don't. But I am not intending to put myself through that ever again. Second lie that is sold to us is that being able to tolerate nonsense and disrespect is what qualifies you to be a good wife or a good girlfriend or a good woman. We are told, we're given examples of women who tolerated a lot of disrespect, infidelity, mistreatment. We are given examples of those women as they were good women. Look at your mom, look at your grandma, look at your great grandma. Some of those women were miserable in their marriages. Some of those women, if they decide to speak, if they decide to just keep it all the way 100 and discuss everything that they went through, they will say those women were struggling in their unions, their marriages, or their whatever. But if you ask a man to describe his ideal woman, he will describe a slave. He will describe an idiot, a mumu, the biggest mumu of mumus. If you give a man the chance to describe, just tell me about your ideal woman. He will describe to you a woman who never complains, a woman who takes everything that she's given without saying a word, a woman who appreciates the barest of the minimums. They will describe to you a slave because we are expected to just take whatever comes with our mouth shut, not complaining, nothing, just gracefully suffer, gracefully take on the role of us, a person who can suffer, like suffer with grace. It is sold to us that that is what a good woman is. That's another lie the society wants to sell to women. And I am so sad that there are women who have fallen for it. There are women who they will go through any lengths to prove that they are women of steel. They are capable of suffering. They are capable of of suffering with grace. They are capable of mark me absent. Mark me absent. Another lie that is told to us is that the biggest achievement you will ever have as a woman is marriage. Whether you build a company from scratch, no matter what you did in this life, as long as you're not married, you're not there yet. So the only way you can prove the biggest achievement you can ever get in your life is marriage. That is a lie. It is sold to us in terms of like in form of an insult, because you find that there's, if a woman is established, she has money, she has her shit going on well, she's driving a good car and everything, you will find men and sadly even women in her comment section telling her how she's a prostitute, telling her how, well, you're not there yet because you're not married. Well, you're single, you sleep alone at night, you don't have kids. Because they want us to think and believe that the biggest achievement as a woman you will ever have is marriage. That is a lie. Do not allow them to undersell your achievements. Do not allow them to make you feel as if the only way you can prove your worth to the society, the only way you can prove to the society that you are worthy of being wanted and valued is if you are married. That is a blatant lie. Do not allow them. Do not accept that lie in your life. Do not. The other one. I'm referring to my notes. I actually wrote these things down, so I'm referring to my notes. The other one, that we are told that cheating is not a deal breaker. We are lied to that it is stupid to leave your marriage just because your husband is cheating. It is stupid to leave your relationship just because your boyfriend or your man is cheating. This is something that one well established woman said a few months ago, and then those her exact words came back to bite her in the ass, because right now she's all over the place asking for forgiveness for speaking such stupid words, because we expected better from someone like her. But I digress. She's going through a lot as we speak right now because she's going through a divorce and everything, but those words are so harmful. And I hate when elderly women or middle-aged women or women that are experienced say such harmful and stupid things to people that probably look up to you, because this is a well-established woman. Like, I expected a lot from her. She's well traveled, she's well established. But then when she opened her mouth to say something like that, I was like, you disappointed me. Anyway, that is a lie. Cheating is indeed a deal breaker. Someone who is cheating on you is not only putting your health at risk, but that is someone who has no regards for you as a human being. So it is a deal breaker. It is not stupid to walk out of a relationship just because that person cannot keep his thing inside his pants. It is not stupid. The other one, we are lied to that male validation is so important, so you have to do everything under the sun to get it. We have been made to believe that until you get male validation, you are worthless. We are made to believe that until they give you that stamp, until they put the stamp on you, like, yes, then you ain't shit. That is what we have been made to believe. And you would be disappointed and even sad to imagine the lengths that people, women, to imagine the lengths that women are willing to go just to get male validation. You'd be disappointed. And it's sad because even educated women go to very weird lengths. Women give up their kids just for male validation. Women deny their kids just for male validation. Like, women are, let me not say women, damn women are willing to go to any lengths just for male validation. Damn women are willing to insult their friends just for male validation. Damn women are willing to change their whole personality, to change their whole, like, to change everything just for male validation. Why else do you think women go through BBL? BBL, all this physical whatever, all these things. Women do that for male validation. I'm sure you're not going under the knife just so another woman can tell you look good. You're going through all that just because a man decided that a woman should have a flat tummy, big boobs, and a big bum. and a non existent waste. A man decided that. So you are willing to put your life at risk to achieve that. Male validation. You cannot tell me otherwise. Women who go through BBLs and all these cosmetic surgeries, you have low self esteem and you are willing to go to any lengths for male validation. You cannot convince me otherwise. I'm sorry, but you're doing it for the male gaze. You're doing it for male validation. So women, we are convinced that we are told that you must we as women are told that prioritizing your happiness is selfish. So you must always put yourself last. That is what makes a good woman. We are convinced that if you prioritize yourself, if you think about what makes you happy, if you think yourself even for a bit, you are selfish and you're unworthy of love. So, what are you supposed to do as a good woman? You're supposed to always come last. You're supposed to always think about other people. Not, don't even think about yourself. Or even if you must think about yourself, make sure you do that. You make sure you come last. Make sure you come last. We have been told that. You know, most men have watched their mothers suffer in the name of marriage. Most men have watched their mothers prioritizing the whole family and putting themselves last. That is why most men don't know how to behave in relationships because they expect you to suffer the same way his mother suffered in the marriage. And they will resent you for saying no. They will resent you for not accepting that. They will resent you for deciding, you know what, I was not born to suffer. This cannot be my portion, God forbid. They'll resent you for saying that. They'll resent you for not accepting the bare minimum. That is why I feel like most relationships these days don't work because these men, their fathers set the bar so low. They watched their mothers scrape, scrape, just scraping by. And they think that that is how life is supposed to be. They think that this place is to accept suffering, is to accept pain, gracefully carry everyone on your back and not complain. That is what they think, and that is what they walk into relationships expecting. But women are not taking it. Women nowadays are like, marriage is not a must. Women nowadays are willing to be alone. They are willing to live on their own than to accept the bare minimum or mistreatment or abuse or anything else. If you think about it, women don't actually ask for much. They don't ask for much, and yet men are like, you people are asking for way too much. I think that is why relationships don't work anymore. So don't go into a relationship with, don't use your parents' marriage as an SI unit of how a successful marriage is supposed to be. Do not go into a marriage wanting to mirror your parents' marriage or what you saw. I know it is hard because that is the example that was set before you, so that is all you know. But with enough self work, with enough self work, with enough, self reflection, you can actually decide that your parents' marriage is not going to set the tone for your own marriage and things are going to work. You're not going to resent that woman for rejecting suffering. You're not going to resent that woman for setting you straight. You're not going to resent that woman for saying, you know what, I can't take this shit. And it is going to propel you to do better as a human being. So do not, do not allow the society to lie to you any longer. Do not allow yourself to get lost into the expectations and the demands of society. If you have anything else to add, just drop in the comment section. I would like to hear what you have to say. So that is all for me today. So goodbye.